Damn. So 6ix9ine set up Wack100, and Wack100, this is exactly what your dumb ass get. Let's get started.
Before the day I ever testified, tell them eat dick. I done did dirt, put in work with the best of them. You was never the one, you always just be next to them. Niggas always talking, but be broke as a bitch. I think it's funny G Money started smoking this shit.
DJ Bandana.
Yo, what's good? It's DJ Bandana, Black, Mr. Well Connected, even more respected, Mr. Hashtag I am Buffalo. Now check this, right? I know we don't got no little funny disclaimer or anything like that at the beginning of this video, because this is kind of a serious matter, because Wack100 just got set up by 6ix9ine, and Wack100 is going to get somebody hurt. You're probably going to get himself hurt. But listen, Wack100, let me ask you a couple questions, right? Just real quick, and I'm not being disrespectful when I say this, but I'm just saying this at man to man, Wack100, because a lot of them people that's around you, a lot of them people that's connected with you, a lot of them people that rep the same thing that you rep, might not be able to say this to you because of whatever reason. We all know who you are, where you're from. We all know what you stand for, where you're from. That shit different. That shit don't mean nothing nowhere else from where you're from. But let me ask you this, Wack100, right? When was it cool to put your own family's life in danger for a couple of clicks, a couple of views, some clout chasing? You put your own wife, your own daughter's life in danger because you want to be an idiot. You want to be a fool. You want to do a clout chasing. You put your own security in danger. You know why? Because in that interview, and for the people that don't know what I'm talking about, so Wack100 did an interview with Akademiks and 6ix9ine. Snitchademiks and 6ix9ine, both of them. I'm going to explain to you why. And for the record, neither one of them is civilians. Wack100 lied to y'all. Neither one of them is civilians. They're not civilians in LA. They're not civilians in New York. They're not civilians in Minnesota. They're not civilians in Canada. That shit was a lie. Wack100. So let me just ask you a couple more questions, right? So in that same interview, you came to the interview with your wife and daughter. You said, listen, I'm only here with my wife and daughter, blah, 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 blah. That's strike number one. Why would you do that? You already know that this 6ix9ine dude only cares about himself. He put everybody in danger. And I understand you may feel like you were safe because wherever you was at, you know like I know. You, at the blink of an eye, anything can happen. I would never put well, I don't have a wife, but I would never put my wife or a kid in danger like that. That shit is just stupid as hell. You're supposed to be a street nigga, right? So let me ask you another question, Wack100. And I'm talking to you directly. Like I said, a lot of them people probably not going to say nothing to you. I ain't never been to LA a day in my life. So, well, actually, no, they said he wasn't from LA. He from, was it Pompano or Rancho Cucamonga? I don't know. I'm not being, I know they said he wasn't from LA. Somewhere on the left side of the map is where they said that, where you from. But let me ask you this, Wack100. Where you're from, right? When was it cool to get on a public platform and give out information that wasn't already out? When was it cool to get on a public platform and tell somebody, oh yeah, you a blood, you this, and that? And they say, like, I don't know what you're talking about, like Black Lives Matter. Like, when was that cool to do, Wack100? Like, I don't know, maybe it's a where you from type of thing. Where I'm from, that wasn't cool. Let me ask you one more question before we even get further into this, Wack100, right? When, you know, we're just gonna start the video because that's gonna sound kind of disrespectful. And I'm really honest to God, the reason why I'm doing this video, a lot of people been hitting me up about this. As y'all know, I don't say shit about, I don't know what, when I watched the 6ix9ine interview with Wack100 and all that, this is how much I stand on what I stand on. I didn't watch it on Akademiks' account. I watched it on some whole, when I watched it, he didn't get a view, he didn't make $1 off of nothing. I watched it on some whole other stuff. I'm not watching anything on their channels so they can get the views the same way why you shouldn't have sat down with them, right? So a couple issues that I have with this whole thing with Wack100, besides the fact that 6ix9ine just set you up for failure, and the reason why he set you up for failure, because if you look at it, right, Wack100 decided it would be a great idea to hook up with Akademiks and 6ix9ine and do an interview. Now, Wack100 prides himself on being a convict. Wack100, you're not a convict. You're not a convict. In 2021, you're not a convict. You may have been a convict, you're an ex-convict, but you preaching this whole I'm a convict thing. But let's just say that, right? Wack100, you are a convict, right? Let's say you are a convict, right? So you think them other convicts in jail right now is happy with what 6ix9ine is doing and what he did? And for you to say, well, his people should have took care of it. He took down damn near the whole game. What the fuck is he supposed to do? Like, you're an idiot and you're a hypocrite. Because if that's the same case, then y'all I'm not going to say that because, like I said, it's a lot of stuff that's tied into this that's more than just, it's a lot of gang shit that's tied into this that's kind of messed up. So I'm not going to say that. But if you're saying that they should have, I'll give you an example, right? Say you work drive-through at McDonald's, right? You're an employee at McDonald's. You took on the challenge of being the drive-through clerk. Now, say you come in the morning to work drive-through, and everybody kidnapped. The whole staff is just you. And the person at the counter is saying, well, you work here, you should take care of everything. It's not our fault. How the fuck is he supposed to how the fuck is 9 Trey supposed to take care of anything right now? First of all, the spotlight is on him. Second of all, he's smart. He took down damn near the whole gang so he can do what he's doing right now because there's nobody left to do anything to him. And he's running around with security. The same way that you said that you were running around with security and your daughter. That's the reason why I'm saying you disrespected your own family, fam. So in that interview with 6ix9ine Akademiks, Wack100 himself said, today my daughter is going to Rolling Loud, my daughter's going to Rolling Loud concert, whatever it is. She'll be with security. Now, if you're a person that has a problem with Akademiks, has a problem with 6ix9ine, has a problem with Wack100, and you're one of those dummy crash dummies, like you said, there's plenty of them out there because we just talked about what just happened. Remember, you said it yourself, Wack. So if you're a person that don't care about your life, you just want to get back, right? You go to Rolling Loud. I wonder what Wack100 daughter looks like. Probably the only black girl that's walking through here with all that security. You put your own family, your own, for what? For Akademiks and 6ix9ine, like, bro, you playing with the streets and like the shit is not, at the end of the day, I haven't done anything illegal in the last 20 years, right? You couldn't pay me $1 million to sit down with 6ix9ine. Not because him being a rat, because I knew that he would do that. It's because I got friends that's never coming home. You got friends that's never coming home. You talk this convict and Paru, this and like that too. So your homies that got snitched on that's sitting doing 20 years and you got to pay for tablets and phone bills and shit like that too. You think they cool with that? You think that was an okay move for them? You think they just cheering you on like, yeah, Wack, we standing behind the rat. We with you. No, you disrespected your whole shit. And then now the reason why I say 6ix9ine set you up is because you got an issue in Brooklyn. You got an issue in Baltimore. It's people from the left side of the map, and I keep saying the left side of the map because I know they said he wasn't from L.A. When you from, like, the East Coast, when you say, like, West Coast, we only think of, like, the left side of the map. So I really don't know the difference between, like, Compton, Watts, or L.A. I just know you're from the left side of the map. But anyways, it's just different. And when you kind of downplay things and say, well, that's a New York problem, they should take care of it. So why are you speaking to people that's from, Akademiks ain't from where you from. 6ix9ine ain't where you from. So if everybody mind their own business, and if you... The reason why I'm saying that you're wrong is because you're giving the wrong message. When 6ix9ine, and I'm going to say it right here to God, I honestly believe this, right? When 6ix9ine told, if 6ix9ine told and came home from jail and changed his life around, said, you know what? I thought I was ready for the streets. I wasn't. I thought I was this guy. I wasn't. I wouldn't have respected him. I would have respected that more than him coming out and 100 shots at the chicken spot. So now not only Wack100, are you co-signing this because people going to see that you're cool with 6ix9ine? In Akademiks, and they kind of get a pass because you, even though you didn't say it, that's what you were doing. You're basically giving them a pass by trying to tell the people that they're civilians. You're not a civilian. Wack100, let me ask you this, right? If me and 3 of my friends are walking down the street, I'm a civilian. Me and 3 of my friends are walking down the street, and somebody come up and smack the shit out of you, and 3 weeks later, all you see is me, you ain't gonna be hearing, oh, I'm a civilian, I ain't had nothing to do with that. That shit don't count. And you're sending the wrong message because you're gonna get somebody hurt. You gonna have one of these kids really think that, oh, because I didn't really grow up as a gang, they should have known that I didn't want to do it. No, nigga, if you old enough to put a bandana on your head, you old enough to sit in that interrogation room and not say nothing and take your time because you made a choice. Akademiks is not a civilian. Akademiks can't play this middle ground of, you know, I'll instigate the beefs, I'll post this, and knowing that 6ix9ine is gonna say this, or I'll do this, but I'm a civilian, I'm untouched. You think that if Akademiks walk through Brooklyn right now, they're gonna say, oh no, we got a problem with 6ix9ine, not Akademiks? No, you're guilty by association. He chose the streets. He even said it himself. He said, I've never seen somebody under crime that I didn't go with myself. That's street shit. Wack, what the hell is wrong with you? And then for you to even talk about Jim Jones, you already know that Dipset just lost the battle, so I'm damn near still kind of mad at Dipset and all that too, because little battle thing, little tears in my eyes and all that too. But when was it cool? And listen to what I'm saying, y'all. When was it cool? When was it acceptable on any street? Well, I'm not going to say any street, like I said. I'm not from the left side. I don't know. But I know where I'm from. You can't call somebody a rat without paperwork. Now, hold up. Don't stop. Don't type, because I know some of you typing now. No, it's people who snitch without paperwork. In the streets where I grew up from, I was taught that you can't call somebody a rat without paperwork. The reason why is because there's always that 2% chance that they didn't rat. You know how many people is laying in the ground right now because somebody like your dumbass said that they was a rat without paperwork, and it turns out after they was dead that they wasn't a rat? So I'm not saying somebody can't rat without paperwork. Of course, plenty of people. Some of your favorite rappers right now is cold rats. No paperwork at all. Cold rats. Would never say it publicly, would never do anything. I wouldn't run a red light with these niggas. But for Wack100, for you to sit down with 6ix9ine, you're co-signing that. You're saying that that's okay. And you're making excuses for him by saying, well, the streets been accepting this for so long, so you can't blame me. I'm just going with the flow. That's the same shit he did, and you saying that he a civilian. He was just going with the flow, shit went left. Oh, I'm a civilian, I ain't got nothing to do with it. Oh no, I get out and I snitch, now I'm a gangbanger. Catch you at the chicken spot, 100 spots. And you co-signing the Wack100, you was a bozo. Honestly, and I'm gonna tell you that honestly. And don't, and Wack, just for your own safety too. I know you down there pushing 60, 70 years old, and you stuck in a time like that too, but stop telling people you gonna walk up and push the fade. Like even when you was on Clubhouse with 21 Savage talking about when I see you, I'm gonna do this, we can knuckle up. Bro, it's 2021. Ain't nobody willingly fist fighting. You gonna fuck around and get your taco knocked off playing around with the wrong person. And I'm not saying I'm gonna do it. I'm not even saying that as disrespect. I'm just saying for you to understand, because you damn near stuck in the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, where if you had a problem with somebody, let's meet up and let's get the fair one. Ain't shit fair. You know it yourself. You said the streets are stupid. And that's one thing I'll give you in that interview. When you said the streets makes no sense, that is stupid, that's why you shouldn't be in it, you are absolutely right. But then you're a hypocrite because you say, if you get in the streets and it's stupid and you don't agree with it because it's stupid, or you could just snitch and you're a civilian and nobody should have a problem with you. Hell no, yo. That's not how that works. And I'm pretty sure, like I said, I can't speak from where you from, but I've seen some of the videos, some of the comments, some of the people where you from. They don't agree with that. There's people in Baltimore and Massachusetts like that who ain't got nothing to do with none of this, who don't agree with what you're doing. Big U, guy who we all respect. I never been to LA a day in my life. Guy who we all respect. You think Big U, and that's your homie, will sit down with 6ix9ine? I don't think so. I know you're going to say, well, I do what I want. Yeah, but do what you want, but don't blur the lines. Don't get on, because people respected you. Because what you are and where you from, people respected you. So your word meant something. Means nothing now. You destroyed your own word, disrespected your own family, and now you co-signing a rat. So all your friends, all your convicts that's locked up right now because of a rat, that's because of you. You support that. You know the reason why I feel so strongly because of this? And the reason why I say that they're not a civilian, because when the kid who thought he was a gangbanger up to 30 with his eyes closed and a little kid get killed, I don't like that. I don't like when a little 6-year-old get killed or a little girl get killed because somebody who thought they were a gangbanger but really was a civilian up to 30 and hit somebody. So you can't up to 30 and kill a little kid and then say, oh, well, I was a civilian. It wasn't really my street life, so the people in my neighborhood should have took care of that or should have stopped me from doing that. No, you're old enough to do that. You can't. You're not a civilian. You're not a kid. You keep calling him a kid. He's not a kid. 6ix9ine's a grown-ass man. He's a grown-ass man when he did that. He was smart. He knew what he was doing. He knew he had the bread. They had the protection. It was an even trade. So when you say that you fought them, I fought 9 trading them too, but I also fought 6ix9ine evenly. It's 50-50 because they wanted money, he wanted protection. Shit turned bad, like you said. Some of the stuff he probably shouldn't have known about, but they didn't know that. It's not like they knew he was a rat at the time. Even Shotty himself said earlier today in the interview, like, yo, it's not like we knew he was a rat and was doing stuff. He was showing us stuff like, yo, he might really be the real deal. You never really, it's people who've been OG, triple OG to the 10th power, who's frozen up in situations, who've took deals, who've told the situation. So anybody's capable of doing anything Wack100. And all I'm saying is just keep it G. Keep it 100. Keep it 100 for the youth. Because honestly, besides YouTube, these lights is how to sell too. Besides YouTube and all that other stuff, in real life, I really help out in the community. In real life, I'm really trying to help these kids not end up locked up or end up having to snitch or be in a position like that. I will never tell a kid, okay, my bad, the light was too bright. But like I was saying, I would never tell a kid that it's okay to go tell or to go snitch. But what I will tell a kid is it's okay to not be in the streets. It's okay to not make these decisions. But once you make these decisions, and this is why it's so important why you tell them early on before you do it, because once you make these decisions, once you decide that you want to be in the streets, certain shit you can't just turn off. Like Wack100 tell you, like, yeah, you could turn your street card on and off. Like you do whatever you want to do and just say you're a civilian. That's not cool. That's not how it works. That's going to get you hurt. That's going to get you jammed up. And that's the message that we should be sending. The message that we should be sending is if 6ix9ine came home and he didn't like come home on some I changed my life type of stuff, he's still on some wild shit, you know the message that we send him? No communication at all. Don't say nothing to him at all. Don't say when you see him you're going to do this because you're jamming yourself up. Don't totally ignore him. But when you get somebody like Wack100 who like I said, was respected, I don't respect him at all. I know you put your own family in danger for some clout, my nigga. I don't respect that at all. I don't care. You put that on whatever. But that's just not cool. But y'all hop in the comments, let me know how y'all feel about this. Man, this is really, like, when it be a situation like this really get me hot only because I fight so hard and work so I done put my, I ain't even gonna tell y'all about like this last week, but like I put my life on the line for stuff like this not to happen. Like I pretty much dedicated my whole life to try to help change the cycle. And Wack100, you're part of the problem, Wack100. You are the problem. That thinking right there is no middle line to it. Either you in or you out. It's not. There's no 50% and then you switch when you get in trouble. There's no none of that. You couldn't do that while you was in jail. You couldn't do that wherever you from. You can't just say, oh, on whatever, I'm this, da-da-da-da. And then when you get some money, say, oh, I'm not this anymore. And then when you get in some trouble, oh, I am this. Well, maybe you could because that's what you said. That's what you putting out there. And then with the whole thing with Jim Jones about being a snitch, when was Jim Jones a snitch? He was literally on a phone tap saying super violate him. So you know the reason why he didn't go to jail? Because nothing happened. Nothing happened at all. Like he didn't get super violated. Nothing happened at all. Even if nothing did happen, you a convict, right? You supposed to be a street guy. Why would you put that out there? Why would you want that out there? Do you want him to go to jail? Do you want a black man to be locked up? Is that what you 6ix9ine and Akademiks, was that y'all playing behind the scenes? I don't know, because we don't know who you is right now. You on some old nut shit. And I ain't even from Philly, but you a nut ass young boy right now, Wack100. And I mean that with the most disrespect, honestly, because what you're doing right now is going against what so many of us, my son, and everybody that is doing to try to better our neighborhoods. You're giving false narratives, and you're a hypocrite. You're not even following your own thing. Anyways, it's DJ Bandana Black, Mr. Well Connected, even more respected, Mr. Hashtag I am Buffalo. I'm out.
Yo, my whole life I had to have a hustle. And even though I played the cards that was dealt, I still had to shuffle. Mama love still had to struggle. That's why I'm trying to put the pieces together, but I'm at half the puzzle. I'm taking over, which is half.
DJ Bandana.